Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we did a bunch of filler stuff that wasn't really necessary towards plot progression at all. And in this episode, you're probably wondering why I am walking to ONBS building when I was just in ONBS building. Well, the reason for that is because I was doing a couple things off screen which I'd like to talk about right now. And I'm going to show you all in a bit of a montage format that will consist of around a minute. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin that. First and foremost, I want to start off in the Pokemon HQ lab because there are two Pokemon there I would like to purify. More specifically, Shadow Carvanha and Numel. And I did this in the most eloquent way possible, by spinning around the research in Pineco until they were rather unimpressed. After both of them were ready to be purified, I decided to do just that and let them be purified. And ironically enough, I accidentally added Numel as the fourth member of the set 1 and created a perfect set. Now, a perfect set is the most efficient way to purify any Shadow Pokemon with its high tempo and high flow, as you can see with Voltorb nearly ready to be purified. And ironically enough, once again, as soon as I was to leave, Voltorb ready to be purified, so I decided to show that and let him be purified. To take his place in set 1 was Delcatty, since she is the highest level next to Voltorb. Also, as I was going about, I realized my spot monitor activated and there's a Pokemon in the cave focus spot, so I decided to go there, and to my surprise, I found an Aron. And after I caught the Aron, I decided I wanted that to be my fourth member for my team, so leave nickname suggestions down below. Alright, now that we're finished with that little montage, let's go into ONBS building and take on the people who are invading. And first we have a falling person from the sky. Great. Alright, buddy, what's your name? Rhett? Oh, I get it. Nett. Rhett. If only there was someone named Set, then it could be the NCR, and I just really made a Fallout New Vegas joke in a Pokemon game. Are you kidding me? You could tell the things that I talk about. But who knows, maybe Red and Nett are long-lost cousins and all they really want is to reunite. Maybe this guy just wants to see Nett again. Maybe I'm ruining his life here. Because all he wants to do is just see his brother, and he can't, because as soon as we beat him, he's probably going to either run away or disappear, and we don't really want that. But then again, he kind of is a part of the antagonist team, and I kind of don't like him, so sorry, buddy. And as soon as the battle ends against Rhett, you may hear that the music has changed from that ominous theme to the rather sinister crisis theme that we've heard when we were first witnessing Professor Crane being kidnapped. So once again, this music plays, and I say this is awesome music. I really like the soundtrack in this game a lot. There are some pieces of music that I don't necessarily like the most, but overall they did a really good job composing the music for this game, and you guys know how much I love my music. However, down here, as you can see, there is another Cypher Peon, so rather than go up and try and talk to Nett, let's actually save these people, because there's a little kid over there, and normally I don't really like kids that much, but hell, let's just do it for the old man. Alright, all of you listen up. Everybody has to remain calm and quiet here. No funny stuff. If anyone tries to get out, there will be serious consequences. Get it? Huh? You're acting mighty suspicious. You're the one who infiltrated this facility and wearing funky armor with a weird bandana and tight pants. I mean, sure, I understand that I have a freaking robot arm that acts as a snag machine to snag your guys' shadow Pokemon when you have them, but that doesn't make me suspicious at all. You are the people that came here! Stupid dialogue. We'll never get tired of that. And there's a voice crack for today. We'll never get tired of that at all. Like, trust me, I'm pretty sure at least every episode where there is a battle and... Oh, I forgot that Electrike had Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod, as you can tell, is an ability that will absorb any electric attack that's incoming on the team and will take damage for it. It's more or less used by electric types, however, as of Gens 5 and 6, I believe, they changed it so that it just raises your special attack and not take damage at all. So, I find that a little bit better. Actually, I find that a lot better. What am I talking about? But in terms of being the one who is dealing that said damage when against a Pokemon as Lightning Rod, it doesn't really feel all that good. And, wow, a critical hit of, what, 8 damage? Oh, Corphish. You evolved into such a cool Pokemon, but you're absolutely useless right here. And actually, now that Electrike is gone, we don't have to worry about using Shockwave, so go ahead, Gulpin. And yes, I can understand that there are some people in the comments that may be asking why I have Shockwave on his Pokemon when I could be teaching it something else. And I'll be honest with you guys, there is nothing else I could teach him right now. I'm using the moveset that was given to him as soon as we purified him, and he has not really learned any other moves from leveling up. So I'm just going to be using what is here, and trust me, there will be times in which I will use a lot of poison type moves on that Pokemon since he kind of is a poison type. Why are you attacking Gulpin with poison? God, the AI is so dumb. Like, I understand that, oh god, too many voice cracks in one day. You need to understand that these people are artificial intelligence and they are not necessarily the smartest, but when it comes to whatever this guy's name is, he is not the smartest. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like that. That was a really bad thing. You know, off topic, I actually remember my English teacher back in middle school would always do that. He'd voice crack when he was like, what, 30-something years old, and he would just talk in a really deep voice for like 2 minutes, and he'd say like, nah, I'll shut up now. I just really liked that about him. He has a nice personality, and Makor, well, okay. That's actually one of the cooler names that we've read throughout this entire thing. So, and, wait, hold on. Did that guy just say we were tougher than the other guy at the beginning of the entrance? Wow. We are tougher than a bodybuilder who lacks lower body strength. Wonderful. Anyways, remember, we can also say Razzle and Dazzle here because they were performing on stage here, if you remember, a few episodes back. So, what's up? Wow, we're saved! Yay, I thought we were doomed! What? What do you have to say? I thought they might keep us locked up as hostages forever. Thanks for rescuing us! Is that it, girls? You give me nothing in return? Ugh, women. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that at all. I don't really have a peace of mind to speak about that, and this is one of the creepiest things in the entirety of Pokemon XD. There's a guy who literally braced himself flat up against the ceiling just to introduce himself in that fashion. You have no idea how scary that was when I was a kid. I've known that there are people in the comments of these videos telling me about Blissey in the Pokemon HQ lab scaring them. But for me, it was this scene right here, man. The fact that he is named Torking completely made me realize this guy is only intimidating when you don't know his first name. Ugh. Alright, so he had a Surskit and something else. I forgot what else it was, because I'm not really paying that much attention, sadly. Alright, Kecleon. I don't really have that much to do, so I'm going to use Sludge on Surskit, and I'm going to use Return on Kecleon. Since Kecleon is a normal type, and using normal type against it will not activate its ability Color Change, which I believe I explained, but if I have not, I'll go and explain it again anyways. Color Change changes the type of move, or changes the type that the Pokemon is depending on what move is used against it. So for example, if I was to use Sludge on Kecleon, it would have turned into a Poison type. And actually, now that I think about it, I did explain this earlier. What am I talking about? Oh, there we go. Repetitive Sebastian. This is the guy that you spend a couple of minutes of your lives watching sometimes on the internet. Okay, and Bind, that's the... My god, your tongue! And was that a critical hit? Hell, the after effect does more than that. Stupid people. Okay, anyways, Return and... Yeah, it's gonna work fine because Sludge is really gonna take him down now, and... Wow. I understand that Surskit had a bunch of water around it, but it looked blurry as all hell, man. And I'm just noticing a bunch of different graphical errors with all this, but... Okay, I really shouldn't be one to complain. They did a great job with this game, and looks-wise, it looks amazing. And also, speaking of stuff that looks-ish... This is a Shadow Makuhita. You may remember this from Pokemon Coliseum, which was the first one introduced. To be honest with you guys, I do believe I remember saying something about Shadow Makuhita not being in this game, and I was completely wrong on that. In fact, if I did say that at all, I apologize, but if I didn't, that could just be my subconscious telling me that when I was going back and editing videos from, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. And with that, Teddiursa grows to level 24, so that's good enough for us to... Oh, wait, he doesn't learn to move? Oh, okay, maybe I'm confusing it with something else. I'm not really going to go ahead and explain what he was going to learn, but... well, yeah, actually, I'm not just going to go and say it. So, I want to use Fury Swipes against Makuhita while I use my Sing Attack. Let's see. Okay, first of all, Fury Swipes. How much is that going to do? Alright, 1, 2... Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I almost had like a little mini heart attack right there. If that was to hit 3 times, that would have devastated me. And oh, Teddiursa, you're about to faint, aren't you? And Wow, thank you, Sank, for pulling through. God. Respect all the way, Gulpin. Respect. Okay, now I'm gonna do something a little bit smart here, and I'm gonna catch this Makuhita while healing up. I want to go ahead and heal up Teddiursa. Yeah, let's heal up Teddiursa. Alright, and let's go ahead and catch this Makuhita, which should be very easy since it's asleep, and it is rather low on health. It's almost in the red, but not quite. So, if it does affect it at all, then that's bad, and to be honest, if this thing didn't get caught, I'd be surprised, and I would scream at the top of my lungs, even though it is around 12:03 when I'm recording this, and I really should have recorded earlier, because last episode, when I was going over stuff in the Oasis Pokespot, or not the Oasis Pokespot, but in the Rock Pokespot, I mentioned that Gligar was a poison ground type, and it's not. I made an annotation, but for all of you who are watching now and were a little bit confused on that, it is actually a ground flying type. I was completely confused on that because, well, to be fair, it does look like it'd be a poison type with its purple skin or scales or whatever it has. And a lot of people get confused on that, so I apologize for giving you guys false information there. Hopefully, if you have annotations on, if you're watching it on a PC, and if you're watching it on mobile, you look down in the comments where I pointed that out. Anyways, let's go ahead and save this group right here. All you need to do is answer our questions. If you comply, you won't get hurt. And did they beat up Sek? Oh no, you are the punk here. You are going down, Mr. Elox. That sounds like the name of a virtual storage company. Have you ever wanted to get your items virtually sealed up in a storage? Call Elox now at 1-800-ELOX. That was the worst thing I've ever said in my entire life. I apologize. Okay, but anyways, a Tentacool and a Doduo. That is... I'm going to go ahead and attack the Doduo with Shockwave, and I'm going to use Return on Tentacool. And, okay, some people may agree with me when I say that it's not in Gulpin's place to have Shockwave. But then again, people can also agree with me when I say it's hella useful here. I mean, having a Gulpin here is just like the best thing ever, or anything that's electric type in general, honestly. If you decide to pick a Flaffy, this place is going to be a breeze, because a lot of these Pokemon are rather weak to electric. As you can see right here, Doduo is going to take a lot of damage from this, but not necessarily to the point where it would faint. And oh my god, okay. I just love the fact how whenever you attack Doduo, it just like shakes up and down. Okay, what do we had now? We had Poochyena just flailing all around. We had... what was it again? I forget what else was flailing around. I'll put it on screen because I want to mention that because it was funny. And now we have freaking Doduo. Oh my god, this game. This is one of my all-time favorites on the GameCube. One of my favorites of all time, actually. Pokemon has always had a special place in my heart because it was actually the first game series that I've ever played in my entire life. Even though I didn't really get into it until I was like around 8-ish, I believe. Like, yeah, I got it when I was 3, but I'm not really going to talk about that because it's not really my place to get too off topic here and just talk about my life in general. I mean, what, this isn't like a whole, like, listen to my life stuff. Hell, I'm not going to do any of those for a long time. Like, those people do draw my lives and stuff. I'm not really going to talk about that. That's not really in my place. Well, I mean, I could talk about whatever I want, but at the same time, this is Pokemon, and this is Pokemon XD. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no! Oh, yeah, it was smart for one. No! 20 episodes. We went 20 episodes without a Pokemon fainting. I'm actually rather okay with that. I would have liked to last longer, probably to maybe episode 30 or so. But hey, I did a pretty good job, and Aron gets some free experience. And also, I understand that some people call it Aron, some people call it Aron, or some people call it Aron, or whatever it is. Personally, to me, I understand that it is called Aron, but I like saying Aron just because it's funny. And also, speaking of funny, Elox, you have gone down. No, Cypher doesn't frighten me at all. If anything frightens me, it was the person before you, Torkin, who was in the freaking elevator. Anyway, Sek. I didn't expect Cypher to pull a stunt this bold or reckless. Yeah, tell me about it. They knocked out a bodybuilder at the beginning of the entrance. They came looking for Nett. I'm guessing that your data ROM contains sensitive information that they want to keep secret at all costs. I'll be fine. I'm worried about Nett, though. Please go to him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do that in the next episode, because I understand that I said last episode there were going to be longer episodes, but trust me when I say that next episode is going to be chock-filled with a bunch of content that you're not going to want to miss at all. And why is that? Kind of most obviously, we're going to go ahead and save Nett. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, we are going to go and save Nett at the top floor of ONBS. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.